Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, there is a new thing that came out for some webheads, which actually says the new Spider-Man game. So, I'm going to talk about it. So, there's many things that I could talk about, many roads they can go when it comes to video game for Spider-Man. One thing interesting was the fact that they were going to do a sequel to Web of Shadows. One thing that you should have made sure you mentioned with Seven Webheads is the fact that Web of Shadows actually was created by Activision, if I'm not wrong. Because Beanox came in when it came to Shattered Dimensions and so on, but Activision had Web of Shadows, so it's kind of like, how in the world can the sequel happen now if Activision doesn't have the rights to them anymore? Well, anyways, so they had a few ways of going. Number one, which will be very, very cool for anyone who actually loved the Web franchise, is they have a closure of it with Amazing Spider-Man 3, the movie game. But this time, the movie game actually will circle around what they were planning to do with Sinister 6, and you also have a nice little thing going on with Spider-Man 3. So, you actually will play the version of Sinister 6 that I don't even know, Avi Arad on it or something. But anyways, yeah, you'll play the Sinister Six as Spider-Man who is Rogue or something, and then Amazing Spider-Man 3, you'll play. So basically what they're going to do is take everything that they had an idea on and the script for Sinister Six and Amazing Spider-Man 3, they'll make it into game form, and you're able to play the game and enjoy the last moments. So for anyone who did love Amazing Spider-Man 2, they'll actually be able to enjoy Amazing Spider-Man 3, but only in video game form. At least it will be a nice farewell ride-in that they could actually make a nice little decent ending that actually ends the franchise on a good note instead of the bad note where it's like if they were planning to do something very big, but yeah. Alright, number 2 will just basically be modeled after the newest movie franchise. So, we don't really know any much about it. So, I don't know. Number 3 is like they did previously 10 years ago. Yeah, it's like closely 10 years ago. They had Ultimate Spider-Man comic book version in video game. So the best idea is actually getting Miles Morales time to shine in a video game. That would be cool. So you can span from issue 1 all the way to issue 28. And heck, even if you wish to do it, you can do it from issue 1, issue 28. You also will include the SpiderMan event. You can include mini events, and then also 1 through 12 of the current comic book. But yeah, I mean, I would say draw the line somewhere on the last one, or just keep it from 1 to 28. One of those. Either way, it will be very cool. Just the fact of, in the original Ultimate Spider-Man video game, they had Venom in it. And this new version of the Spider-Man game, they'll actually will have Venom, but it won't actually be Eddie Brock, which that'll be the interesting turn. So, yeah, take your pick. The fourth one that they can do, even though it's been done thanks to Spider-Man Unlimited, quote unquote, because, man, I hate that title. Why in the world did you choose that title? Anyways, so lastly, they could actually just make a video game version of SpiderVerse. So you can play as many characters, so that'll be cool. Lots of skins that they can make. And the messed up part is they're going to actually make exclusives, which is crap. Really, really messed up crap. But they could actually do it. They could actually make it so that you can fight in... Yeah, you can gather people, fight. I don't know how they're going to make it, but it'll be something interesting. It'll maybe be like a group game. The fact that you're able to go back and forth as Spidey characters, and you can actually make your roster and stuff, and then you fight so I don't think there's really nothing there, but I guess they could make some weird way, or they can make Shattered Dimensions 2 now. but this time it'll incorporate more spider. Yeah, so instead of being like, oh, well, we have skins that you can switch them out with, this time they actually have stories to tell too. But yeah, that one's kind of like a work in progress. But if they are able to make it happen, that would be something everyone's gonna have a heart attack over. Well, anyways, I'm webbing out. Peace.